Good afternoon and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm your host, Al Scott. As always, we thank you all for tuning in to today's show. There is let me do this before we get started good. My sister, Yvette Archie in Shreveport, she had a stroke a few days ago. Just spoke with her over the phone. She's back at home now. I love you and I am coming to see you. So, if you believe in prayers, pray for my sister. Today, a Amber Alert remains in effect for a 4-year-old girl from out of Houston, Texas. An Amber Alert remains in effect for a 4-year-old girl out of Houston, Texas. Before we get started into the case of Maleah Davis, let me say one thing first, and this is from my heart. This story got more damn holes in it than Donald Trump got lies. Nothing makes any earthly sense with what is being said happened to this little girl. Nothing. Now, I just watched an interview with her mother, Brittany. Here's what troubled me about that interview, and then we're gonna get off into the story. When she came to the cameras, here's what she said: "I just want Maleah to come home. I just want Maleah to come home." So why did that trouble me? Why was that a red flag to me? Along with some other things, most mothers or most parents, most fathers would have said, "I just want my baby to come home. I just want my baby to come home." That's not what she said. I just want Maleah to come home. I just want Maleah to come home. Okay. Now, that was a red flag. It happened Friday night when her stepfather, Vence, and his son were in their vehicle on their way to Bush Airport to pick up Maleah Davis' mother, Brittany, who had been out of town laying her father to rest. Well, the stepfather alleges while on the interstate, he heard a popping sound, like the tire probably was on flat. So he pulls over. Stay with me. So he pulls over. Well, when he pulled over, allegedly a blue Chevy pickup truck pulls up right behind him. 2 Hispanic males get out of the vehicle. 2 Hispanic males get out of the vehicle. And here's what the first one said. He didn't say, he asked what was wrong. How you doing? Can I help you? Allegedly, the guy says something to the extent about when he looks at Maleah, he says that she's pretty. She looks nice. After that, the other gentleman, he says, hits him in his head. He's unconscious. Now, if these were some guys into sex trafficking, human trafficking, whatever the case may be, they love little girls. They love little boys. And that's what they look for. How lucky could they be when this vehicle pulls over, they just sensed that it was a child in there that they would like. So they pulls over behind him. It's their lucky day. Hypothetically speaking, okay? It's their lucky day. Oh, she's pretty. She looks nice. Okay? He gets hit in the head. He's unconscious. Now, he alleges when he finally came to, this is what he said happened. When he finally came to, he's in the back of a pickup truck with his son and with his stepdaughter, Maleah Davis. He's in the back of a light blue Chevy pickup truck with his son and his stepdaughter, Maleah Davis. There are now 3 men in the truck. Now remember, he said 2 men got out. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't 3 men. It could have been 3 men. 2 got out, 1 stayed in. Hold your thought on that. You look and see there are 3 men in the truck. They're kidnapping you. Your daughter, your stepdaughter, and your son. Now, if these guys, the 3 Hispanics, are into sex trafficking of little kids, and they want Maleah Davis, because it don't say anything about the son being targeted, just the little 4-year-old girl, Maleah Davis. If this is who they truly want, here's what bothers me about this story. They got to be dumb or new at this. Why they don't have Maleah Davis inside the truck with them? Why is the girl that they want in the back of the pickup truck with you and your son? Why are you in the back of the pickup truck with your son and your stepdaughter? You should be dead. You cannot ID them. Why would they take you along with them? Kill your ass right there and be done with it. Take the girl, take the boy, and they're gone. The story's not making any damn sense. And if that doesn't make any sense, we ain't done yet. There is a, keep in mind, he goes in and out of consciousness, in and out of consciousness, in and out of consciousness, in and out of consciousness. When he finally comes to, I think 21 hours later, something like that, 6 p.m., 9 at the hospital, something to the extent. Here's what he do when he finally regains consciousness, 100% consciousness. Here's what he do. When he wakes up, he's on the side of the road. His son is with him. I don't have Maleah, my stepdaughter. Where's Maleah? I don't have Maleah. Where's Maleah? Where's Maleah? He don't have her. She's not there. But his son is with him. Now, here we go. Watch me. Stay with me. Okay, now here's what happened. 1, a blue pickup truck pulls up behind him. 2 Hispanic males get out. 3, one of them says, Maleah looks very nice, looks very pretty. 4, stay with me. The other man hits Vence in the head. 5, Vence loses consciousness. 6, I kept drifting in and out of consciousness, sitting in the back of the blue pickup truck with Maleah and her brother, who was a toddler. 7, there were 3 men inside the truck. 9, 6 p.m. Saturday, it's another day. I'm on the side of the Southwest Freeway near State Highway 6 in Sugar Land. Now watch this. Here's what happens next after that. I'm with my son But we don't have Maleah. Maleah's gone. I don't know where. 10, I'm walking trying to get help. 11, and this is big red flag. Big red flag to me. Number 11, he decides, he being Vence, the stepfather, decides to go to Houston Methodist Hospital in Sugar Land with his son for medical attention. He arrived sometime after 10 p.m. He was treated for a hand injury and sent about his merry way. You don't get it? The big red flag? I don't give a damn about me right now. Why would I go seek medical attention? And my daughter or stepdaughter has been allegedly kidnapped. Fuck the hospital. Call the police. Call the FBI. Call the CIA. Stop anybody you see in the vehicle. Help me. Don't worry about what's on top of my head. My child's been kidnapped. My child's been kidnapped. You don't do that. You go to the hospital to get your ass some help. Boy, I believe your fucking story like I believe the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan has a dream of his white daughter saying I do to a black man. That story is bullshit. Now, he says, and the police says, well, he's not a suspect. He's not. Calm down. Let me tell you this. He is. He's a suspect. He's the main suspect. They don't tell him that. They keep treating him as if he is a victim. That's how it works. This story makes no sense. This 4-year-old girl is somewhere in the unknowns right now. Not to mention, 4-year-old, I'm looking at some previews on what's going on now about the story. Not only that, the 4-year-old child had just recently had brain surgery. Let's talk about last year when CPS removed her and 2 other children from out of their home because of allegations of physical abuse and placed them with other relatives. A few months later, the children would be returned to the home ordered by the judge, but someone needs to visit the home at least once a month. They said her injuries came from when she fell. She wasn't beat. Now, I think CPS dropped the ball on this one too. There's nothing about Vence's story that makes sense. So I'm not going to sit here and play the fucking game with you and look at you as a fucking victim when I know you are a suspect, but I know why the police do what they do. I'm 1,000,000,000% positive he knows where the child is. And not to dampen anyone's spirit, but this will not be a happy ending. It just will not be. I watched the mother. Now let me tell you about Brittany. I don't give a damn if she just buried her mama and her daddy. Her story don't make any damn sense. Your boyfriend or your husband and your children were supposed to be at Bush Airport to pick you up when your flight lands, and they didn't show up. You don't get along. There's no red flags. You call your mother. Your mother comes and picks you up from the airport. Well, Scott, where did Brittany stay the night? She went home. Bullshit. No, she stayed with her mother. Huh? She stayed with her mother. Her husband is missing. One child is missing. No, 2 children are missing. You don't bother to call and see what's going on? They didn't pick you up? You didn't go home that night? Don't make any damn sense. You haven't spoken with your kids. I don't know if you've spoken with your boyfriend or not, but I know you haven't spoken with your kids, and at least not Maleah. I know that. You don't go home. You go and spend the night with your mother, and then the next day you get up. Okay, let me go check on them. Her story don't make no damn sense either. She tried as hard as she could to get tears to fall, but they never failed. You can't get no damn remorse where there is no remorse. Something about her as well is not adding up. If my wife and my kids were scheduled to pick me up and they didn't, Mom, can you come pick me up and take me home? I haven't heard from her. That's what a good parent will do. That's what a good mother will do. But, I quote Tyler Perry / Mud Deer, I watched the dog give birth, and that don't make it a mother. There are too many holes in this story. Too many. I'm over my time. I'm like 10 minutes over. Do apologize. I think we're on YouTube tonight for an hour with this story. This story does not make any damn sense. You got too damn many holes in it. He's got a bruise over his head. The hospital don't put no bandage on it. They don't put nothing on it. It just scaled right up automatically. They treat him for a hand injury. His story doesn't make any damn sense. It doesn't. Now you think about the mother. You gave birth to this girl. They didn't show up to pick you up. And that don't worry you? That don't trouble you? You call your mother and you go spend the night at your mother. And what was your mother doing? She didn't say, hold up, something's wrong, baby. Has you ever done this before? Let's go check on her. But you don't. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see it's some bullshit up in this here. It's some bullshit. It's just a matter of time. They may be telling you, Vince, that you're not a suspect, but heaven backing me up, you're the number one suspect. Something ain't right. Maleah Davis, where are you? We love you, and we're praying for you. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigation. I will see you all tonight on YouTube. As always, thank you all for tuning in to today's show. I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. We'll see you on the radio.